You know, I love it when you wake up and some rich entitled motherfuckers that have everything given to them, silver spoon in the mouth, if you will. My spoon is a spork that I kept when I was released from jail. I built a shelf yesterday. Well, I've been trying to do some renovations on the shack here. Why? Winter is coming. This will be the third winter that this shack has kept me alive. So I figure this wall, not the wall with the hats, the one next to it, right over there, has not been finished since the shack was built. It's just been a single sheet of plywood from the ground up. Not very insulated. So I did what I could, and I hauled a lot of wood and tried to seal it off and insulate it as much as possible with what little materials I had. I am pleased. Next, I'll wrap it in plastic, because there are gaps where I just don't have the wood or the saws to cut the wood. I don't have these things easily available. You know what I have? I have a drill, and I have a screws, a hammer. Oh, these are great tools for shaping wood into a way that is beneficial. Pardon me, it's morning time, and that means it's time to take my pill. Anyway, I built a shelf. It is one ugly shelf. But, like my other shelves, they're also pretty fucking ugly. But I have never once in my entire life claimed to be a carpenter. At all. I am no carpenter. But what I am is at least a tiny bit resourceful. So I went to the store, I bought a bunch of groceries, and rather than leave these plastic sacks all over my floor full of groceries, I built a shelf. It's one ugly fucking shelf. However, it does exactly what a shelf should do. It is on the wall, and it holds things. I'd say that's a win in my book, but, you know, you have to wake up to some friend being a disrespectful cunt publicly, you know. Not even an American citizen, but would suck Trump's dick if the wig, bald, fat, disgusting, misogynist piece of fucking human trash asked him to. He's the best thing that's ever happened to your country. Nice. See these pills? One of them is for my heart. The other one is for my panic disorder. I am now 37, and I have had panic disorder since before I was 22. Without these medications, I wouldn't even be able to function at all. because of our oh so glorious leader, what little assistance I get from the government, which I will disclose, comes in two forms: medical and what meager amount of food stamps that I get. Now, I'll even disclose how much money I get per month in food stamps. I make roughly $298 on my food stamp card every month on the 3rd. Oh, that's pretty good, right? You think? $300? $300? Until you sit back and you go, how much do groceries cost nowadays? I can't afford meat. That's for damn sure. I grew up on steak and potatoes. I grew up on country food. Always having a full belly. Do you know what I eat now? I skip breakfast because I have to. I skip lunch because I have to. And I have one meager meal in the evening per day. That's it. And now, I've just recently been informed that the Trump organization has set it into play that I'm going to lose that. I'm going to lose what little assistance the government gives me. I can only imagine how other people that are not very good off are going to be. But that's America. My only hope is that the tyrant either fucking dies, Article 25 goes through, or 25th Amendment, whatever the fuck, or we reclaim the House and Senate. And we can somehow begin damage control. Right? Will that happen? Who knows? Honestly, looking pretty fucking promising if you ask me. It looks like that is how it's going to be. Now, part of what the Orange Tyrant is doing, I was informed by my caseworker that now everyone has to meet a certain amount of work requirements per week or month. I can't remember. I really wasn't paying attention. My brain immediately went to, how do I circumvent this and save my own ass? But you're supposed to work a certain amount in order to be eligible. Okay? In some situations, I would say I see nothing wrong with this. However, how many countless billions of dollars are we spending on things like gloves for ice that electrocute people? How many billions of dollars are we sending Israel so they can continue to bomb and torment Palestine? We have sailors trying to commit fucking suicide because they're eating moldy food and barely any food at all on the on the USS Abraham Lincoln. Trump's now trying to say that he is claiming in the name of the United States the Strait of Hormuz. What in the fuck is wrong with the people that support this motherfucker? Don't know. Anyway, because of these new work requirements and all these other things, granted, I have been injured and barely functioning as a living creature since I was 19 years old. In October, I turned 37. I have had my food stamps every month since I was 19. But now, unless I make these specific work requirements, I can only be on food stamps 3 months every 3 fucking years. I would like to understand the logic in that. When you have hungry citizens and people that are struggling, you fucking help them. Oh, but I don't want my tax dollars going towards some fucking freeloaders. Also usually typically aimed at myself. First off, the amount of money that you're putting in to the EBT system is so minuscule, you don't even know that it's happening. Taxes, am I right? But you're completely fine with your tax money going to bombs, weaponry, and just straight murder and killing people, concentration camps, denial of scientific facts when it comes to clean energy. Now, you're cool with all these retarded, absolutely ridiculous, baseless claims. But no, we can't feed the people. We can't feed legal American citizens because they need it. All right, work requirements. Where the fuck do you think I'm going to go to work? You just get on my happy little feet, right? And walk to the nearest village? That would take me, on foot, well over an hour and a half to even get there one direction. And guess what? It's a tiny village. How many businesses do you think are in a tiny village? Not many. And guess what? People that live in the village already have all of the employment opportunities. Okay, so let's think about where the next place is. An over 6-hour one-way walk. There's a couple other places, but also equally as far. Just one way. I have horrible arthritis. I cannot sit or stand for long periods of time without experiencing excruciating pain and fatigue. I have to lay down very frequently, multiple times a fucking day, over and over and over again. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I'm kind of pretty fat right now. My knuckles are so swollen that I can feel it grinding and just being in pain as I just try to do this and grasp things. I'm fine, right? I walk with a permanent limp. My ankles have been shattered so many times I don't know what to fucking tell you about. So, okay. Find me this magical job that I can work. It's gotta be pretty relaxed. Why? Because I have panic disorder and I have panic attacks without warning all day, every day, and all night, every night. To the fact that I'm on mass quantities of sedatives. I am always tired. Always. Always. Do you know what I must do? At least 4 or 5 times, just in the daytime? Lay down and take naps. Because the fatigue is so extreme. But hey, let's talk shit because I built an ugly shelf. My walls are made of plywood. That is plastic on my ceiling. The kind of plastic that you buy from the dollar store to put over your glass windows in the wintertime. Yeah, that's what that is. Keeps the dirt from raining off of the insulation panels all over my bed. And my utensils and food things. Do you see me getting out here and using my other platforms? I'm not saying my YouTube, because my YouTube is new. There aren't enough followers on my YouTube for me to even try and use this platform to advance or benefit my life. It's impossible. I need massive oral surgery from a skateboard accident that was when I was 22. I have no top front teeth. It makes eating pretty difficult. Most of my molars have turned to powder. Can't brush them. Because if I do, I'm going to be spitting blood for a long time. Every time. Blood. Swallowing it. Getting stomach upset. Because I'm just literally just swallowing mass amounts of blood. You think that that is an enjoyable thing that I just so happen to love? No, it's not. You know how I've kept myself alive? You kept the infection out of my fucking face and my head? Alcoholism. Alcoholism. Yes. I will collect and save a meager amount of bottles and cans. Get a ride to the village. Return them. And I will buy a pint of vodka. Every once in a while. Not very often, but every week, other week. And I will drink vodka. And I will swish that vodka. And I will burn out all the bacteria and what possibly could turn into infection. I have been doing this for many years. And guess what? When I've spoken to doctors, and they ask me what I do, and I tell them these things, they nod. Because they know it's the only option that I have. Do you think that I have over $12,000, which is, with insurance, is still going to cost over $12,000, by the way, to go see an oral surgeon over an hour drive away in a larger city? Because I can't go to a normal dentist. And there are no oral surgeons nearby that accept white insurance. You think that that is something I can do? No. I get by as best as I fucking can. And if I have to build an ugly fucking shelf, so be it. It's doing shelf things right now. I built it yesterday. It has not fallen down. The things that I placed upon the shelf, still on the shelf. I don't understand people's lack of empathy these days. I don't ask people for anything. No. I just exist. And try to make the best of what fucked situation I have been dealt. There are no jobs. Nowhere fucking near me. I am very blessed and very thankful that I have a 6x12 box with one extension cord going to a power strip. That is all I have. That's why I have lighting. I bought these strip lights on Amazon for less than $10 with some Christmas money last year. And they do the trick. My phone's broken. I don't have phone service. I have to rely on Wi-Fi, which I don't always have. Makes it hard to make appointments and calls. But you know what? I fucking get by. I barely eat. My dogs are taken care of. My family at least does that for me. They supply my dog food and my cigarettes. That is the help that I receive. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's not even 7:30 in the fucking morning. And I've been sitting too long. My left foot is asleep. My knees hurt because there's storms coming. And I need to have a lay down. This video has been going on not even 25 minutes. And my body is already telling me, lay down. It's time for rest again. Don't judge people because you think you know them. And keep supporting the bad guys. Keep supporting the people that have promised to lower the price of gas and groceries, when instead they've all skyrocketed. To the point where my meager $298 a month barely gets me halfway through. And that's without purchasing meat. Shelf-stable, dry goods. Don't be a fucking asshole to people because you don't know what people are going through. All it would take is one bad storm and I'm a dead man. But as for right now, I can hear the rain on my metal roof in a building crafted from reclaimed and free materials. And that's the best I can do. Gray Squirrel's daily word of wisdom. Treat people with fucking respect. no matter how low you might see them. Because we all die and go to the same fucking place.